It's about flipping time, man. It's about flipping time, man. This guy finally turned into a goddamn man, bro. Oh my days. No, when it comes to the universe of superheroes, Mark is one of the most annoying, one of the most bitch-made people I've seen in superhero history and that, bro. And I was even reminiscing about back in my school days when I used to watch flipping Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow and that, bro, and Supergirl and all of that type of stuff. And personally, bro, Supergirl, bro, I didn't like that show for some reason. I preferred Legends of Tomorrow even over than Supergirl and that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a bad show to me and that, fam. With Invincible, it's a very good show and that, bruv. But Mark doesn't like to lock the flipping. It takes the people that he loves being on 1 HP for him to muster up the strength and that, bruv. To really punch someone in the face and that, bro. And tear someone's head off and that, bro. This guy got his ass beat so much and that, bro. That his first kill was an innocent flipping civilian, bro. I don't care if there was a flipping sequid attached to his head. He was innocent and that, man. So episode 5. When this little motherfucker had his hands wrapped around Conquest flipping neck and that, bro. Also Conquest in that, bro. You're bitch made as well and that, bro. How is Mark doing that to you? This guy was flipping, drawing the Avengers symbol and that, bro, on the floor, trying to drag him about and that, bro, trying to get him off him and that. You, yeah. You've been exposed still. I can't lie to you. That aside though, when he had his hands wrapped around this motherfucker, you know, I was laying in my bed like this and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was laying in my bed. I got up like Undertaker like this when I saw flipping Nolan and Oliver flying. I said, I swear down, Nolan and flipping Oliver, if you stop this man from getting this flipping kill and that, bro, I'm gonna jump into the TV and dish out some ass beatings my flipping self and that, bro. This guy's guts was being pulled out. And still wrapped around him. He became a dog that day, man. Oh my day. Hey, yo, you do not understand how proud I was of this guy. And then he woke up. And then I feel like he kind of went back to old Mark. He seemed depressed though. I can't lie to you. Beard, all of that type of stuff and that, bro. When they went into the little battle, it's like I didn't really see a change. I don't want him to turn into Red Hood. We don't need that. But come, you're a Viltrumite, bro. Your dad held you by the neck, bro, and slammed you into a flipping train and killed thousands of people and that. Hundreds of... You get me? Like, tee up, man. But I'm glad he got that kill, though. I'm glad he got that kill. You get what I'm saying? Although, you guys know the episode and that, we went back to Conquest's grave. I thought a hand was about to come out that bit, like that, bro, on some Kill Bill-ish and that. You get me? But he didn't. But you never know. We'll see. You know what I mean? But from what I know now and that, bro, he got his first, well, second kill in that, fam, and I'm glad he flipped it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So it has come to my attention that has had some pretty brutal beatdowns. Like, I'm talking blood all over the screen and guts literally getting dug out of. So since we are basically at the halfway point of this season and at the halfway point till we do the first trial of the crispiest Viltrumite in the galaxy, today we're gonna go through some of these brutal beatdowns that have basically broke the internet. So without further ado, all right, so the first ass whooping we're gonna be breaking down is a young Omni-Man getting jumped by his parents. Now this right here basically confirmed to everyone, if you didn't think so already, that being born a Viltrumite is probably the worst fate you could ever ask for. Because this is without a doubt one of the craziest societies of all time. Like, we already knew that these crazy ass niggas had a whole great purge and half of their population was wiped out because of it. But now we learned that the kids weren't even safe. And to become a fully grown adult, you had to survive getting jumped by your parents. Now, let's take a look at this scene. Young Omni-Man,
are you equipped enough to take the mantle and that, bro? You know, I ain't chat to them, bro. I respect it. I respect it.
A.K.A. Nolan.
What I don't respect about the Viltrumites and them on purging flipping generations, low-key, think about slavery, bro. Like, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, it's kind of the same and that, bro. Because it's people flying about and it's intergalactic business and that, bro. People see it as different. It's kind of the same shit. I can't lie to you. You know what I'm trying to say? No kizzy in that, bro. But how they get it out the mud, though, between themselves and that, bro. You're like, take this from us, bro. Like, you get me? Are you equipped enough? Have you drunk your milk? I respect
was basically teaching a class to these kids about the history of Viltrum. And he decided to ask this little girl a question about the Great Purge. So she started stuttering and didn't know what to say. So this man, Nolan, walked up to her and put his hand on her head and said, "Think wisely about your answer, little nigga. you know what happens when you get one question wrong, right? And he was dead ass about to crush her head into smithereens. And you would think that the other kids would be scared for her, but no. They were side-eyeing the hell out of her like, you best not get that question wrong, bitch, or you're going split-gat. So thank God she locked in and got the question right. But then I ain't gonna lie, this is the craziest part. Before he dismissed class, he told them, go find food and shelter if you can, and return here at sunrise ready for combat. Oh, and I almost forgot. At least 2 of you little niggas will die tomorrow. So you best come locked in or it's your ass. And then they just go on with it like, sir, yes, sir. Like, dog, this is without a doubt the worst society to ever be born in. They don't even provide their own kids with food and a bed. They gotta find it themselves. The Viltrumites really said, we don't do that weak ass child support shit. The child can support themselves. So right after Nolan was done teaching this class, both of his parents pulled up on him and straight up looked at him like, yeah, you know what today is, young blood? It's your birthday, AKA Initiation Day, little nigga. So they full on bum rush Nolan and start beating the shit out of him. And bro, you could easily tell that out of both of the parents that this man's mama didn't have an ounce of love for him the way she was doing him. She straight up sliced him in the chest and ran her knee into this man's face. And this wasn't even her nastiest shot. She basically charged up this one punch all the way from the ground and put her whole body into it, making him cough up blood. Then while he was stunned and basically out of it, both his mom and his dad just start running his ass down. Nolan could not move. This nigga was stuck in a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Infinite Death combo. Then his dad grabbed his head and gave him just a nasty headbutt. And that headbutt ended up leading to a black eye and a broken nose. So while Nolan looked like he was already on half HP, the mama just stared at him and was like, nah, nigga, this ain't enough, and decided to dash in and piece him up some more. Now, while Nolan was getting pieced up by his mama, he was finally able to fight back after having to stomp the ground and kick a stone into his mama's eye, then giving her a well-deserved right hook for being a deadbeat mom. But I want y'all to watch the daddy real quick. While the mom was flying back, the dad just slaps her to the side like a fly. These niggas don't even care about their spouses. They just think everyone is just a sack of meat. I wouldn't be...
And that's why he called his flipping wife a pet, bro. The flipping mother to your child called her a pet. And this is why I understand why Matt kept flipping locking, bro. Like, the brutality you have been through physically, spiritually, emotionally, and that, bruv. And it still takes everything in your being to actually really charge up and put some hands on a motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's why I was so proud of him with the Conquest ish, bro. Yes, take his flipping life, man. About flipping time.
Surprised if they weren't even married. They probably just decided to have a baby to fill the quota, and that's that. So Nolan rushes his dad down and throws a fist into his hand and starts to choke him. And it looks like the dad was pleased and was ready to end his initiation.
That was kinky, bro. Man held his neck on that, bro. Man said. Hey, man said, yeah, I like that.
Threw him into the stairs. And right when this happened, I knew she was coming back to collect that receipt for her eye getting messed up and also taking out her anger for the daddy slapping her ass to the side. So she starts stomping his face in, and when she got tired of stomping him out, she just started grounding, pounding, and wailing on him. Like, look at this dude, bro. He is done. This fight should be over. He's clearly had enough. But the mom just continued to beat the ever-living crap out of him until the dad finally came over and told her, enough, shorty. He's had enough.
And that's what I'm saying, because even younger Nolan, I was like, there's a bit of good in you still in that, fam. And also when the pops did this, I was like, yeah, that whole rehabilitated Omni-Man, bro, it comes from the dad. That's where he gets it from and that, bro. So now when we talk about Omni-Man, that's why before Omni-Man started to rehabilitate, that's why I was like, when it comes to the Supermans, the Homelanders, the Captain, bro, he's dog walking, all of them, because of his abilities and the dog in him. You get what I'm trying to say? But now he's rehabilitated. It's like, now you have like two different Omni-Mans. You have two different Nolans. You have, actually now, you have Omni-Man and you have Nolan now and that. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like Omni-Man or rehabilitated Omni-Man type of thing. Now there's like two versions. You get me? I feel like that's the thing. When you actually care about something and that, bro, I do feel like your abilities kind of, that dog in you does decrease a little bit, bro. I'll admit. When you don't care about anything in life and that, bro, come on now, man. You're an unstoppable force.
This is how you could tell that she really hated Nolan and his dad. Because after she beat the hell out of him, she straight up told them,
"You're as pathetic as he is. I hope to never see either of you again.
Not gonna lie, if I heard my own mother say this after she just finished stomping me out and beat me down to 1 HP on my birthday, I'ma be so real, I might just end it all. Cause I'd be sick to my damn stomach. Now I know why Nolan beat Mark's ass like that in season 1. Because if this was a parenting he was experiencing, then no wonder his parenting skills were ass. And this just reaffirmed to me again that being born a Viltrumite is in all honesty a fate worse than death.
Brutality.
All right, now that was our appetizer. Now it's time for the main event, the Conquest versus Mark rematch. Now this right here is without a doubt the most brutal fight we've seen yet. This fight actually had me so disgusted by the end of it that I had to look away because I made the horrible mistake of eating my dinner while watching this. And I will probably never eat watching Invincible ever again because of this. So Satan's greatest soldier.
Nah, that's crazy, bruv. I was loving this issue, bruv. Fam, if I was eating my food and that, bruv, it would have made me eat even faster in that, fam. You get me? It would made me even enjoy it even more in that, bro. You dumb, bruv. There was a big ass smile on my face when I saw this, man. Like, this guy is finally flipping doing it, man. That's why I was so scared when flipping Nolan and Oliver started to search for him. I'm like, bro, let this guy get this flipping body, man. And catch it.
Conquest pulled back up to run the ones with Mark again. And you know, I gotta give a shout out to Cecil real quick for being the biggest dumbass of the century. Because we would not be getting this rematch if bro just did his job and disposed of the body like he should have. Like, you really thought this little ass cage was gonna hold this nigga? Like, holy shit, man. This is the most incompetent motherfucker in this damn series, bro. How did this guy get this job again? Like, honest question. Anyways, bro. So the first person to attack Conquest was
and it honestly seems, bro, if I'm not mistaken, he answers to the government, right? Or am I tweaking? Why do I feel like I remember seeing the Pentagon in the earlier series? I can't even remember. But I swear this guy answers to no one, bro. The guy just has free will to do whatever he wants.
Question. Anyways, bro. So the first person to attack Conquest was the biggest liability on the team, Oliver. So he flew up and immediately got a backhand to the face. That hit was probably so hard it probably gave Oliver PTSD from when Conquest dribbled him like a basketball. So Oliver tried to come in and hit him again with a barrage of fast punches, but all this was doing was giving Conquest a massage. Nigga was doing the same shit Naoya was doing to Maki, just throwing pillows at him. So Conquest grabs Oliver by the head and tells him,
"Oh, I remember you. You're the little purple squirt from before. Last I remembered, I was trying to rip your guts out. So let's continue from where we were last time, shall we?"
So Conquest starts to crush Oliver's head, and he's about to pop his head like a balloon. But J. Jonah Jameson himself comes in to save his sorry-ass son from getting his head crushed. So Omni-Man and Conquest started to box for him.
No, but that's the thing, though. The humanitarian in him is what actually made him a sorry-ass flipping liability in these fights. Because you guys remember the type of timing Oliver was on, bro. He was on killing man and that, fam. You get what I'm trying to say? If that continued, bro, he would have been a little demon, fam. He would have been Red Hood. You get me? But yeah, he got rehabilitated by Mark and his mom and that.
Sorry-ass son from getting his head crushed. So Omni-Man and Conquest started to box for a bit. But this nigga Mark immediately flew in and said, "Hands off, dad. This fade is mine's and mine's alone." So Conquest looked at Mark and said,
"Hey, kid, how's your girlfriend? She doing all right? Oh, I can't wait to taste her fine ass blood one more time."
So the moment Mark heard Conquest talking about Eve, he just straight up flew directly at him and started viciously putting hands on this old nigga. Then he started to rain down multiple 6 to 12 elbows right into this man's face. Now while they continued to box, Oliver was running out of air because he wasn't used to holding his breath in space yet. So he had to fly down to the planet that they were close to so he could re-up on some oxygen. So Conquest saw Oliver flying down and told Mark,
"Oh no, we can't let little purple squirt miss all the fun now, can we?"
So Conquest gives Mark a nasty blow to the gut, then flies down to the planet to chase down Oliver. And this is where we see one of the most diabolical "he's behind me, isn't he" frames of all time. Conquest pulled up right behind Oliver, hand cocked back and everything, looking like he's about to swat the half cockroach out of Oliver's soul. But Mark comes in to save Oliver right before he gets chased down, blocked by Conquest. So
bruv, I wish, man. I wish, bro. Oh my day, bro. He would have been torn in
So
half.
Mark's grand plan was to basically choke the life out of Conquest. This nigga was not gonna let go of the chokehold he had him in for the rest of the fight. He was fully committed to choking his ass out. So since Mark wouldn't let go, Conquest just started giving Mark multiple body shots. Bro was taking about 50 punches to his liver and 50 punches to his kidney. Mark multiple body.
Sorry. Look at the neck to hand ratio and that, bro. Obviously, I can kind of tell that it kind of has it around his foot, bro. The way Conquest is built, bro, Mark's hand shouldn't even be able to fit around his flipping neck shots.
Bro was taking about 50 punches to his liver and 50 punches to his kidneys, while they were just flying around the planet and ragdolling themselves into the environment. So when they ended up slamming into the ground, Mark had the top mount, and it looked like he was trying to crush Conquest's neck and drive his whole body into the ground. But then Conquest lifted Mark up and slammed him into the ground, reversing the whole situation. So Conquest started giving Mark more kidney shots and liver shots. Then he started decking him in the face and bouncing his skull off the ground. But Mark was still hanging onto Conquest's neck while taking this beating. Like I said earlier, this nigga Mark was committed to choking the life out of Conquest's old ass. So Conquest picked up Mark and rammed him into this mountain. And he started to wail on Mark, just swinging punches into him over and over again. And I ain't gonna lie, this next sequence of punches Conquest did gave me back pain while watching this. He hit him with this 3-piece, and the last punch was so hard it warped his back. This man's rib cage just got eviscerated, and he may never walk straight ever again because it looks like his spine just got snapped in half right here. So they kept on ramming each other into all the surrounding rocks and mountains. And when they finally stopped, you can
Oh yeah, and that's when he started to create the flipping Avengers logo, a little ED at you and that, fam. Getting rasped by a teenager,
actually see the damage that Mark has done to Conquest, because his face was now discolored and his eyes were bloodshot red because he hasn't been able to breathe at all because of Mark's persistent ass chokehold. Now this is when the fight just got nasty as hell and the brutality just ramped up to another degree. Conquest had his nasty ass hand all up in Mark's face. So Mark turned damn near feral and bit this man's thumb off. And then after he bit his thumb off, he stood Conquest up, and you get this shot from Conquest's POV. You see this nigga Mark straight up spit his thumb out while making eye contact with him the whole time. He didn't even say a word, but you could tell what he was thinking just by the look he was giving him. Just straight up, I hate you nigga, let's die. So since Conquest was being pushed back, he had to use his ultimate move. The same one that sent Eve back to the lobby before she respawned. He rams his whole hand into Mark's body. Now this attack would probably end about 99.9% of people if they were hit by this. But Mark, being the main character,
bro, 99.9 people would have let the flip go, bro. The hell, fam. That's what I'm saying, bro. He's been through, bro, during this fight, bro, every single moment and that, fam, that he's been through and that, bro. Him getting left on 1 HP, the people that he loves getting left on 1 HP, him flipping getting rammed into a train and flipping thousands of people, and that his mum being called a pet. I guarantee you, all of that's running through his head. Even ish that Conquest didn't do in that, fam, he was still thinking about that. That was, take all the pain that Mark has endured throughout these seasons, he put that into this move right here and that, fam. That's why I respect him. I just hope he actually tees up and doesn't go back to his old ways and that.
99.9% of people if they were hit by this. But Mark, being the main character and powering through this shit with the power of plot armor, kept on choking Conquest. Pause and look at Conquest's face right now. This man is actually stunned. You can actually see a little bit of fear on his face because he is now starting to realize that Mark actually got that dog in him. So Mark slams him down and continues to choke the life out of Conquest. Now we're at the moment where I had to stop eating my dinner while watching this because this was the most disturbing and disgusting shit I think I've ever seen in an animated show. Conquest started to dig in this man's insides and rip out all of his internal organs and intestines. Now,
yeah, me got rearranged like flipping prime Tiana Trump and that. Chat to them,
ripped out all of his internal organs and intestines. Now, I'm censoring the hell out of this because YouTube would eviscerate this video and send it to the shadow room if I actually showed this. Also, if you're eating while watching this, I'm saving your ass ass right now because you could have ended up like me. My appetite was cooked after this and I did not hit my protein goals that day. My gains...
Bruv, I could have been eating spaghetti bolognese, same color as flipping Max guts, bro. I would have been eating that with a smile on my face, bro. But you guys do notice, it's like when you're watching certain things in like a family room, living room, bro. Like, you're watching it calm, whatever. As soon as your parent walks in, as soon as your flipping sister walks in or whatever in that fam, sexing. You know what I'm saying? There will be no intimacy, nothing in that, bro. As soon as a family member walks in, sexing. Flipping booty cheeks on the screen and that, fam. You get me? And it's the same thing when I'm eating as well. I've noticed I'll be watching something or a show or whatever. I could watch multiple seasons, multiple episodes. As soon as I start eating, someone vomits or is flipping a toilet seat. Like, you get me? I don't know why those two things right there keep on happening, and it's annoying.
Like me, my appetite was cooked after this and I did not hit my protein goals that day. My gains were not achieved because of this shit. This goes on for like a solid minute. Mark was just screaming in pain while Conquest was running out of air and trying to dig Mark's insides out. But finally, after what felt like ages, the lights finally go out for Conquest, and Mark slayed Satan's greatest soldier for a second time. Now,
yeah,
I
it was
gotta
a second
stand up
time.
and
It was
give
a
Mark his
second time.
flowers here. Because I won't lie, I give this man a hard time due to him getting his ass whooped and being left in critical condition in nearly 80 to 90% of his fights. But right here, I'll admit that Mark got that dog in him, because this was his best performance yet, even though he's in critical condition again. But I just know one thing for sure. When they get back to Earth, Cecil's ass better be getting stomped out, because you're not about to get away with this shit, nigga. Oh, no, bro.
Brutality.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be the end of our little brutal beatdown special. And if you are wondering, yes, this is the old series that I used to do on TikTok that I'm 9 times out of 10 probably gonna bring back. So with that being said, hope y'all enjoy, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see y'all again at the end of the month for the trial of the crispiest Viltrumite in the galaxy.
Nah, you can't lie though, that hairline and that, bro, might be the best in the flipping superhero universe and that, bro. You know, no matter what flipping universe we're talking about. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. It's your boy Jais, and I'm out of here. Shout out Mark, man. Shout out Money Mark. Shout out RDC.